Okay, Biggs, what do you want? I get a present. Phew. So glad we got you out of there. I don't know what we would have done if Hraesvelgr hadn't come along. Situation being what it was, Wedge and I came out to the yawn to see if we could lend you a hand. Guardian's orders be damned. That's when we saw the Aether bubbling like hot water in a pot. Just as we were debating whether or not we should jump in, that big surly dragon flew down to explain the anomaly. Then he offered us a ride. And the rest you already know. Jesse will be relieved to hear that Omega is gone and you lot are safe. I say we head straight back to Relger's Reach and let everyone know the good news. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Oh, wait, no. Alpha wants to talk. Alpha staring quietly into the now empty yawn. Qua? Okay, now we go to Relger's Reach. Hi. How's everybody doing today? Staring into your soul, not an ounce of creep. Nope, nope. That couch was worth every second I spent grinding for it. Every second. Well, looks like I will not have time to do Hildebrand today, so that's going to be a next week thing. Because, Vamp threatened me if I tried to split Hildebrand across 2 streams. Welcome back, Archon. There was a little bit of a threat. Truly are a force to be reckoned with. If ever there's another Omega, I'd wager I'll skip the it'll skip the experiments and go straight to generating a simulacrum of you. Not that I'd want that to happen. Besides, I don't think anyone can truly mimic your unique strengths. You are one-of-a-kind hero. So, does that mean we don't need to worry about Omega's monsters invading our world anymore? Aye. All of its creations vanished along with the rift itself. With Omega defeated, we averted that particular catastrophe before it began. Archon struck the killing blow, of course, but we never would have made it to that point without everyone's hard work and support. Once again, I am sincerely grateful to be surrounded by such wonderful colleagues. Not to spoil the moment, Chief. The Alliance leaders are anxious to learn of Omega's fate. When every head of state is clamoring for a report, we can't very well ignore them. How much do you mean to tell them? How much indeed. All of it. When it comes to the threat of Omega's magnitude, we have a duty to reassure our allies that the world is not coming to an end. And the best way to do that is to report every last detail. Surprised at you, Chief. I was almost certain you'd want to muddy the waters to prevent knowledge of this technology falling into the wrong hands, or something similar. Doubt anyone outside our particular circle would even believe the tale. Experiments taking place in a rift between dimensions, facing off against villains recreated from history and legend, battling godlike beings from other worlds. And even assuming some ambitious fellow schemed to build an Omega of his own, technology required is far beyond our reach as that terrible weapon's homestar, a distant dream. Right. You heard the Chief. We missed our chance on the front lines, but there's plenty of work left to be done. Round up everyone who's standing idle and get moving on those reports. And don't forget to contact our people still out in the field. Thank you, Jesse. I'll leave things in your capable... Not so fast, Master Garland. You count as part of the support team as well. Archon did all the fighting, and Alpha did all the running, but surely you have energy to spare. Who exactly did you expect to sign off on those official reports? And even if without that little chore, you have a pile of other company tasks that have grown arse high to an Oryx while you've been tending to this whole Omega business. Most importantly, isn't there someone else you should be sharing this victory with? I should probably head over to the infirmary right away. Meanwhile, you should take a well-earned rest. I don't think there's a way to properly reward you for all you've accomplished, but I'll see what we can do. I'm just glad to have everyone back in one piece. Take care of yourself, Archon. What are your plans now, Alpha? The Omega gone. You're on your own chocobo. You're your own chocobo now. You can do whatever you want. Anything at all. I don't know if I'd call it a bug so much as an oversight, but still, something that probably should be fixed. You wanna go outside? Did you have someplace in mind? Come on, Wedge. Get those Lawfell legs moving, or I'll leave without you. On my way. Quah! Seems eager to see what Rogers Reach has to offer. Shall we go for a walk? Quah! Alpha appears to be watching the inhabitants of Rogers Reach with great interest. Quack? Ow. Bad, Windows. Bad. Quack, quack? Nero's not here? No, Chief. He said he needed time away for recuperation, and then he left. Recuperation? This wounds must be troubling him more than he let on. He asked me to give you this. Is this a receipt for payment? It covers the cost for the following items: additional machine parts and implements, supplemental reference publications, expenses incurred in upgrading Magitech armor and gunhammer, funds spent on idle research during enforced convalescence. Oh, and it also includes a large sum listed as Gratuity for exceptional services rendered. The entire amount was charged in your name, Master Garland. Find him. I want everyone searching for Neo right now. Everyone. Nero took the bag and ran. Qua? Qua? Elf appears to sense the solemn purpose of this place. A gentle pet might rouse him from his sudden melancholy. You're asking me to pet the chocobo? I can do that. Quack, quack. Hey, Bacon. Thanks for the lurk. Enjoy your cardboard box. They're the best beds. At least that's what cats tell me. Oh, hello. What are you two up to? Taking in the sights, were you? By the looks of things, you're eager to venture a little further afield. Well, if Archon has no problem with it, then neither do I. Just don't go too far, alright? Not good enough? I'm sorry, Alpha. We're all a bit too busy to show you're on the fringes right now. But I'm not too sure about sending you out there alone. When you think about it, this world is completely new to Alpha. All he's done so far is travel back and forth between the Reach and the Yawn. I bet his head is filled with questions and curiosity. He doesn't want to be taken for a walk. He wants to go on an adventure. Alpha's not some helpless chick, Biggs. He's stronger than you and me. I wish I was half as brave. He should be allowed to... Listen, I'm gonna talk to the chief about this. We're an employee, so there are certain rules we have to follow. Not saying I'm against the idea. I'm willing to admit that Wedge has a point. But as I said, we've all got important jobs to take care of. Chief included. Can you wait a little longer? Archon, would you mind keeping Alpha company until we get back? Promise we'll be quick. Sorry to keep you waiting. My desk was covered in paperwork, but I've managed to clear away the most pressing matters. Now then, Alpha. I hear your heart's set on a journey of some kind. I just want to be sure, but you aren't leaving because you think you tricked us into the rift, or because you're Omega's creation or anything like that, are you? would have stopped you if that was the case. Pure curiosity, on the other hand, something I'd like to encourage. Exploring, interacting with the world, the experience will be good for him. Despite Omega's power, its potential to learn is hobbled by hostile directives. Alpha, on the other hand, is free to grow as he pleases. Very well, Alpha. As the Chief Engineer of Garland Ironworks, I hereby grant you unlimited leave to pursue personal research. Travel far and wide and take in everything these lands have to offer. But do come back when you're ready. Hate to lose such a valuable employee. Alpha, I'll miss you so much. Be careful out there. If anyone seems suspicious or shady, you stay away from them. Even if they offer you treats. Especially if they offer you treats. And make sure you greet folks with a cheerful queh. They may not understand you, but at least they'll know you mean no harm. Sure, you'll make friends in no time. Just be yourself, you hear me? What the hells? We forgot to shut it down. This is a model Omega that Wedge and I were working on. Built it while we were resting. Thinking it might be useful for figuring out how strategies or something. Not much use now, I suppose. What? You want to keep it? Just a toy that'll follow you around. If you're happy with that, then it's all yours. Pretty sure I have one. It's the Alpha and Omega. Fair journey to you, Alpha. Take care. Archon. I'm off to see the world. Quah! Something amiss? That's strange. Miqo'te never allowed you to understand him before. This is just a theory, mind you, but assuming the absence of a soul is what prevented you from hearing Alpha's voice in the first place, does not follow the reason you hear it now is... a little miracle. And it explains his sudden urge to travel. For a newborn soul, this world is brimming with unseen wonders. Oh, found Nero. So your journey begins. I almost envy you, Alpha. So many new things for you to discover. Speaking of which, what terrible marbles can I trouble my old friend with next? Run, Alpha, run! Omega don't want to know. Run away. No, no, purple's the bad color, guys. Oh, thank God they're safe. Fin. I hope Alpha enjoys his adventures. There's so much danger out there for one little chocobo. I'm sure it'll be fine. And dwelling such things is not productive in the least. Why don't we discuss a happier subject, like your long-awaited bonus? We drained the coffers to fund your expedition, but why settle for coin when you can have the latest in automaton technology? That's right, we're gifting you a premium mammoth, the one-of-a-kind master model for merchandise copies, constructed with our patented Ironworks quality. I present to you the Clockwork Alpha. Whenever you bring it out on your travels, may it remind you of the real Alpha, quang along under some distant sky. Just the thought of it brings a smile to my face. That and the free advertising. We got you. Got you. And we got 2 songs.